Let's get married, baby. Let's get married. Okay, you sound good. Welcome back. It's AJ Breezy back again with another video. And if you're looking at the topic of the video, you already know what we about to get into. Relationships are played out. They're played the fuck out. Why do you want a relationship so bad? Like honestly, like you being early 20s, late 20s, 30s, what is your rush, right? Why are you not focused on you? Why are you not focused on building something for yourself, prioritizing your future? Why do you want a relationship, right? Relationships can be worse than being single. You ever heard the saying, I can do bad all on my own? Well, you most definitely can. If you find the right person, right? I'm always going to say this. If you find the right person, she's a good person, and y'all are able to lock it down, she respects you, she takes care of you, and you're able to do the same back for her. It's a very good, mutually benefiting relationship. You should be all in. You got a good one. Stay in that. Lock that down for real, because it's quite rare, right? You will hear a lot of horror stories of dating. I live in Los Angeles. I've been dating in Los Angeles. Y'all know how it could be. I meet people all the time that are looking for a relationship, but what do they even bring to the table to like be in a relationship, right? Do they have good communication skills? Have they done inner work? Are they healed? Do they have a job? You know how many people you can meet in LA that don't even have a car or a job? And are you gonna provide for them? So as a man, I got a question for you. So do you think it's worth it to date, right? The time, the effort, the money, right? Because when you have a partner, they like to do things, right? Do you have that kind of effort and resources to be providing for that, right? And if you don't, it's okay. You could build up. If you want to do broke dating, you could, and get into that kind of thing and be all stressed out. But I don't recommend it, right? I recommend coming from a place of stability before you move into some kind of relationship, right? Now, when I was in a relationship last year, it was only 7 months, right? But in that 7 months, we had already been to New York together. We had traveled to Santa Barbara together. We done 2 trips, and we had a Disneyland pass. So I was going to Disneyland every other week, right? And then if we weren't going to Disneyland, we were doing an event, right? We were going out dancing, right? Drinks, so we were getting brunch, things like that, right? Coffee shops every weekend, right? That's money. And if you're got a partner that doesn't believe in 50-50, guess who's paying for all that stuff? You, as a man, it's you. So, you might be able to find a progressive girl that's a little bit more cool with doing 50-50. I prefer that, honestly, because like in this economy, it's kind of ridiculous to expect a man to provide everything. But relationships are expensive. And people that say relationships aren't expensive, I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. If they're both going 50-50, cool. But people like to do things, right? I think a lot of people, if they get a partner, they want to go places with them. They want to do things with them. That does cause financial strain, especially as a man, if you're providing for everything, right? And another thing is you think you know somebody, but you don't really know people until you spend time with them, right? My therapist gave me this quote, and it's really been sticking with me, and is that a narcissistic person or a person with psychological tendencies, you won't be able to really see their mask slip until about 6 months, right? As a man, it behooves you. Woman too, if you're a woman listening to the podcast, thank you so much for tuning in. But as a man, it behooves you to wait at least 6 months to see this person under stress, disappointed, not happy, tired, on their period, to see what kind of person that they really are. If you are a man and you are jumping into relationships, offering a woman a relationship off the rip, you are dumb. You're dumb. You're a fool because you don't know this person, right? You should get to know somebody, spend some time, be patient. I've been that guy. I've been him. I've been stupid, right? I'll date a girl, right? 3 months. Oh, wow, I've never felt this way before. She's telling me, oh, wow, no one's ever made me feel like this fast. And are we crazy for liking each other this fast? And then boom, I get relationship, right? With my last ex, we dated 3 months. Went on a trip to New York, right? Went to a Giants football game, all that kind of fun stuff, right? And I saw some things I didn't like. I saw red flags, but I ignored them. You know how you are when you're infatuated, when you really desperate for some love and bored, and you just down bad after dating in a harsh environment. If somebody shows you something that stands above the crowd, you might be inclined to jump quicker into something, right? And make a very bad investment or decision. So many things can go wrong in a relationship. So many things can be bad. You need to be patient when deciding a person. Do not just give someone a relationship just because you have good sex or good vibes and good energy. You need to vet this person. Nowadays, there are so many scammers. That relationship cost me so much, things that I lost, whether it be physically, whether it be emotionally, mentally. I have lost so much from that relationship. It would have been better for me just to have stayed single. I would have been even more financially sound and way better off if I was not with that person, right? Instead, now I live in a normal apartment. I could have probably had a better apartment in a different area, because I tied down with that person. I got into a relationship, jumped into it, which I shouldn't have. So learn from my mistake. Please do not jump into any relationships. Like, I know we get alone as men. I know we feel lonely, especially if you live alone, got your own apartment, got your own bed. I got a queen size bed. I lay in that thing alone every night, starfished out, spread it out, chilling, right? You got to be okay being alone. Relationships are not going to save you. If you're alone, you can be lonely in a relationship. You can be not supported. That person might not even care about you. Whole time they plotting on how they're going to do you bad. You can get accused of something that you didn't even do. And nowadays, as a man, people don't even believe your story, right? I've had things that have happened to me. I called the cops on my ex. They literally told me just walk away. I'm running, calling them, saying, hey, I need help. But they did not even help me. I was like, you're useless. And I hung up, right? Because they're not going to believe me. They're not going to help you as a man. There's so many bad things you can go through. So if you have your peace, if you are single, you are golden. You're in a good spot. If you just got to focus on you, make some money, work out, have some muscles, like, just do that. The right person will come, but you need to vet them. You should not be in a rush and trying to jump into relationships. Like, why can't you be alone? If you're a man and you always need somebody, you're doing something wrong. If you go from relationship to relationship, in and out, snip, snap, snip, snap, snip, snap, you have a problem. And you're not processing and dealing with your pain. You're not even processing what happened in the last relationship. You already got another girl you try to jump in and lock in with. That's a problem. Women are not going to save you, and neither are men going to save the women. Like, you have to heal on your own and be whole before you even jump into a relationship, right? So I said relationships are played out. They honestly are, right? It's overrated. It's totally overrated. And you don't really need it as a man. Like, you can have some friendships, you can build some relationships, but do not jump into a girlfriend-boyfriend relationship or a commitment or a title until you have vetted this person. And I don't believe in putting everything out there up front. Like, say like you have a good paying job, right? You need to like maybe wait before you tell people that. Like, I don't let everybody know what I do for work, right? I live in California, I have my own apartment. Not everybody needs to know what I do for work off rip. Right? They don't need to know how much money I have. And I'm not taking nobody to know expensive, elaborate dates. Things I'm doing, if I'm going on a date, we getting coffee, we getting tacos, something that's affordable, cost effective. Even if I could take you, right, to somewhere expensive, I'm not going to do that off rip because I don't know you. And then you might be having this expectation in your head that I make a lot of money. Even if I did, you don't need to know that, right? Because you never know someone's true intentions. So you have to vet people. You have to vet them to understand their psychological processes. Who are their friends? Right? Some red flags I'll tell you, if a girl has no female friends, especially no female friends from high school or college, she is doing something to make the people in her life walk away from her. Learn from my mistakes, gentlemen. If you are talking to a woman, she has no friends, that is a problem. She has only male friends, or I just get along with, guys better because sometimes the girls are a little bit more drama. That is a red flag, and you need to look into that, right? There's a reason why. Maybe she's doing something she shouldn't be doing to these women or around their women to make them feel insecure. Gotta look into that. How do they spend their money? Are they a big spender? Because they're a big spender, they're going to expect you to spend too. So vet these women. Look at their habits. Look at their eating habits. Do they gym? Do they go to the gym? If you're a man in the gym, why would you date someone that's not in the gym? Your lives aren't even compatible, right? You out here trying to get in a relationship with a girl, and she might be slim, she might not even work out, but like you go to the gym for 2 or 3 hours at a time, they might even get insecure. I had a girl tell me when I lost like 20 pounds, she was like, well, I feel like you're just, getting fit just so you could have sex with other women, just for all these other women. And I'm just getting fit for me because that's what I do. But like, yeah, I'm working out. Like, if you got a problem with that, just come work out with me. But not everyone has that mindset. So if you're going to actually look for a relationship, you need to take your time. Don't just jump into something, oh, I get it. Physically, she feels so good. Oh, she's the most beautiful girl ever. It does not matter. Get to know her first. Because you could be making a big mistake jumping into a relationship with a girl that could set you back. You get an apartment with her, right? You're paying all this rent. Guess what happens when she leaves you? You got to pay the rent. Or you got to break the lease early and pay more money. Oh, all the furniture you bought. I moved in with a girl. All the furniture. Had to let her take it just so she could get up out my life, right? You pay the price. You pay the cost. Did I get more furniture back? Of course. Did I build my life back? Of course, because that's what we do as men. But it can cost you so much. So protect yourself. Protect your peace. We get into the 10-minute mark with the video. But yeah, relationships is played out. Honestly, like, do not be desperate for something. When you're desperate for something, you'll take anything. You'll eat anything. You'll eat a bologna sandwich when you're hungry. You ever see somebody hungry? They'll eat anything. They're like, yeah, I'm hungry. I eat anything. Also, sorry if I'm sweaty. Your boy, it's summer out here in California. I got all the windows open and the fan in the back, but your boy's sweaty and I'm bald. So I ain't got no hair to soak that up, so it's coming straight to the forehead, straight to the dome. So anyways, I appreciate y'all for the support. I've been loving making these videos. Thank you guys all for watching, and I hope you have a blessed day. It's a weekend. Take care of yourself. Do not be desperate for a relationship. Please do not be a simp. Thank you so much. Bye.